Painting and Remodeling, and I wanted to show you guys our latest project. Before we started this project, this was a multi-level wood front porch, and we really came in and we opened it up, gave it a modern feel, made it more accessible, and really gave a timeless look for this family. We relocated the steps from being spread throughout the space to a centralized location, and we included a landing right by the door to keep the rest of the space flat and open and level. The steps are topped with a charcoal ledge stone. And we included some lighting around the base of the steps to add some safety element and add a little bit of ambiance to the space. We replaced the wood porch with a stone patio laid at a random pattern to give it more of an organic, natural feel. And we outlined the patio with a black border to kind of tie everything together, give it a more modern look. Along the front of the patio, we included 3 columns that are anchored into the ground with concrete, so they are sturdy and truly built to last, which is important because they support the rest of the structure. At the base of all 3 of these columns, we have a feature stone that works to incorporate the new patio with the existing brick on the house. On top of that, we have a sturdy stone cap that also acts as a drink ledge when you're entertaining guests. On top of the stone caps, we have a stained cedar wrapped post that ties in nicely with the new cedar ceiling. This used to be a flat 1-level ceiling, and we really opened up the space with a new cedar A-line design with a beautiful center beam running right down the middle. We updated the lighting with new recessed disc lighting with dark trims to tie in the rest of the space. These new lights keep the space functional for entertaining guests at night.
To take your next project from ordinary to extraordinary, give us a call today.
Hey, it's Kate with DJ's Painting and Remodeling, and I'm here to show you our latest project. In this project, you can truly see how just a little bit of paint can completely transform the entire space. Starting in the living room, we kept with a neutral color palette to let the customers' accents and furniture really speak for themselves. So here we have the office space right off the living room. If you're thinking about putting an office space in your home, our design team can help you figure out what color you work best in. And as you can see, the color in this room pops nicely with the accent furniture in the living room. The new color in the kitchen warms up the space as well as accents all the natural elements such as the brick. One of the finer details in the kitchen, we did a custom color match on the color of the trim to match the color of the cabinets for a more cohesive look. Moving into the dining room, we kept it the same color scheme as the living room to tie in the whole space and create an open concept feel. Whether you have a new build or a historical home such as this, if you're looking to transform your space, give us a call. Hey, it's Kate with DJ's Painting and Remodeling, and I'm here to show you our latest project. Here in the entryway, we helped the customer incorporate a high contrast modern look by painting the inside of the door black while keeping the walls light. Moving into the living room, you can see a dramatic pop of color against the already existing white built-ins, truly creating more contrast and a unique style to the space. In an open concept house such as this, it's always fun to use a pop of color. In this house, they used the same pop of color in the living room and reflected it back into the entryway. Moving directly from the living room into the kitchen, you will see high contrast elements continuing throughout the space. Working with the customer's existing finishes, we accented the white countertop with an accent of black on the island. As you can see, keeping a theme moving throughout the space can help your home have a more cohesive feel. If you're looking to incorporate some fun color and flow into your space, give us a call today. Hey, it's Kate with DJ's Painting and Remodeling, and today I have a guest here with me. This is Sarah.
Hi everybody, glad to be here.
Today we're doing something a little bit different. Our job at DJ's Painting and Remodeling is to take your inspiration into the final installation, and today we're going to focus in on the inspiration process. We did a beautiful kitchen remodel here for Sarah and her family, and Sarah, what I thought was the most fun about your project was truly taking the ideas right out of your head and making them come to life in the space, and today I kind of wanted to go through how we arrived at that final product.
Yeah, it's a good question. They didn't actually come right on my head. There was a lot to it. We like to entertain, so when we had people over, everybody congregated in the kitchen, and I looked around and everybody was kind of like elbow to elbow in this tiny little island, and the food was all over the place, and it was like so I didn't really know what to do with it, but it was like it wasn't a usable space. And then things were starting to get older, so it was like, all right, we've got to do something. And honestly, in my mind, it was just replace everything we have with new. It was when you guys came in that was like, whoa, look at all the things that we can do.
So when did you first know that your kitchen the way it wasn't working for you?
I actually didn't really know it was not functional until you guys came in. So we had contractors come in and tell us, basically kind of redo, make it look new, right? And that was great, and I was ready for it. But then you guys came in and was like, you started looking in cabinets like, okay, wait, why are these cabinets empty? And Dave actually opened up the pantry and it was like, oh, just nothing. And I'm like, yes, we need that pantry. He's like, I don't think you do, because look at what you have in here. This could all be somewhere else. I'm like, you're right. He's like, what if we turned it into a bar? I'm like, mind blown. He's like, yes, absolutely. And then it turned into, so do you when it's just you and your husband, how is it? And it's like, well, I cook and he sits and and has a cocktail, and we chat and eat our meal. So it turned into, while it was, okay, we're gonna have this big island, and when you have all these people over, it's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna have a party, everybody can be around the island, you can actually fit 8 people, this is great. I'm like, yes. And he's like, then it was like, well, but what about when it's just you and your husband? I'm like, yeah, what about that? He can't be at the very end of the kitchen and I'm cooking. So that's when you guys came up with literally the island looks like it's all the way around, but actually it's a cutout right here. So my husband can sit here, I'm cooking right there. And so it's perfect for not only when it's just John and I, but then when we have entertainment, when we have friends and family, it works all the way around.
Where did you get inspiration for some of the details and finishes within the space?
I actually travel quite a bit, and for a couple years I was going to Los Angeles quite a bit, and I noticed the subway tile and the pot filler and the stainless steel, and I didn't think it would fit in my kitchen, actually. I loved it. I knew I liked it, but I didn't know how it would fit in Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah.
So that's where you guys came in again, of tying all of it together.
So what have been some of the reactions from your friends and family when they see your new kitchen?
The really cool part about the kitchen is every angle is different. So they walk in the door and they see the island. It's like, whoa, that's cool. And then they see the sink and like, wow. And then they turn around and they see the bar, the pantry that turned into a bar, and they're like, mind blown. And then they see the full wall of subway tile from this angle. So basically it's really cool that every single angle of the kitchen is like a gem. And it's something new.
Is there any last piece of advice you could offer to someone who's still in the inspiration phase of their kitchen remodel?
I mean, definitely the cliche stuff of look at Pinterest, look at places you like get a sense of what you like. Definitely think big and don't hold back. So that's the best advice you guys gave me, is don't try to figure out how it's gonna fit, because that's what I was trying to do. Like, well, I don't know how it'll fit, but I like this. So you guys said, no, start with a clean slate. What do you love? I started looking, I loved a pot filler. Like, I loved it, but I had no idea how it would fit in my kitchen. I don't need it. I can walk to the sink and get my water, but I love how it looks. And that's why I put it out to you guys. And it was like, thinking there's no way that it'll fit in the kitchen, but what if I really do like a pot filler? It was like, here's how we're gonna do it. So it's really just those inspirational things, and don't hold back. And again, let the professional really figure out how it's gonna all come together.
Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're ready to take your inspiration and create a new beautiful functional space for your family, give us a call.